In 539 BC, the ancient city of Babylon was considered completely indestructible. Its outer defense system was a marvel of the ancient world, walls rising over 40 feet high, thick enough to race war chariots along the top, and surrounded by massive water moats. Inside, the city was stockpiled with over 20 years of food. A traditional siege was impossible. Yet Cyrus the Great captured this legendary city in a single evening without breaking down a single gate, climbing a single wall, or losing a single soldier. This is the story of history's greatest engineering heist. By 539 BC, the Persian Empire under Cyrus had conquered almost the entire Middle East. Only one giant remained, the Neo-Babylonian Empire. When Cyrus brought his massive army to the gates of Babylon, he realized the ultimate defense of the city was also its potential weakness, the Euphrates River. The river flowed directly under the massive city walls, providing the citizens inside with an endless supply of fresh water and splitting the city into two halves. Because of this constant water supply and their massive granaries, the Babylonians laughed at the Persian army outside. In fact, while Cyrus watched from the riverbanks, the Babylonian king Belshazzar threw a massive, extravagant feast inside the royal palace, convinced his walls were impenetrable. Cyrus knew a direct assault meant absolute slaughter. He wasn't going to go over the walls, and he couldn't starve them out. So he decided to do something insane. He was going to remove the river. Cyrus divided his forces. He left a small contingent outside the river entrance of Babylon, while taking the bulk of his army upstream. There, Persian engineers worked furiously in total secrecy, digging a massive canal system connected to a nearby dry basin and marshland. On the night of the Babylonian festival, while the guards inside were drunk and celebrating, Cyrus gave the order to breach the canals. The plan worked with terrifying precision. As the Euphrates was diverted into the swamp, the water level flowing into Babylon dropped in hours, falling from chest deep down to mid-thigh. Under the cover of pitch darkness, Cyrus's elite soldiers stepped into the drained riverbed. They waded right under the massive outer city walls, completely unobserved. Because the Babylonians were so confident in their security during the festival, they had neglected to lock the internal bronze gates along the riverbanks. The Persian soldiers walked straight out of the riverbed, opened the inner gates, and flooded the city center. Because the Babylonians were so confident in their security during the festival, they had neglected to lock the internal bronze gates along the riverbanks. The Persian soldiers walked straight out of the riverbed, opened the inner gates, and flooded the city center. By the time the Babylonian king realized what was happening, the palace was surrounded. The capital of the greatest empire in the ancient world had fallen in a matter of hours without a single wall being breached. Cyrus claimed the crown of Babylon, expanding his territory into the largest empire the world had ever seen. If you enjoy fast-paced tactical history breakdowns with clear map animations, subscribe to PastScope. Which historical heist should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below.